Alrighty guys, how's she going today? So, I'm just waiting for my sister to show up. Sun's kind of bright today, even though it's partly cloudy as well, but she's still freaking bright. Freaking bees tried to make a home again here in my shop. Some are up there. This one here closer to the work light is the newest one. This one over there is the older one. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. I'm not really seeing this, so I can't see my screen very well, but they made a new home there. I don't have any bee spray. I wish I did, but I don't. So I know what works the best. Oh shit, there's a bee. I guess I missed him. Well, he's pissed off. Unfortunately, I killed some of his family members, but there's still a couple of new ones roaming around. They think their home is there, but it's no longer there now. See, he's looking for it. He ain't gonna find it now. It's all covered in freaking WD-40 and yeah, I use WD-40 to kill my bees. It works pretty freaking good. I don't know if it stings them or burns them or what, but it pisses them the fuck off, and they leave. They start flying out immediately. So, but yeah, I'm just waiting for my sister. Apparently, one of her friends are gonna bring over a load of pallets. Well, 3 pallets. Because my sister wants to do a project with them, and she's gonna need them. So she wants to store them in here for now. Probably just stack them up on the yard or somewhere here or something. I don't know, somewhere they don't get wet. It rained like a son of a bitch last night too, so my grass is growing like a cocksucker. It needs to be mowed again, which I probably won't. I kind of want to do it because I don't like the look of this tall grass, but yet it's not quite due because it's not tall enough and it's not green enough. So don't come in here and try to make a fucking. Oh god, there's 2. Ooh, he's a monster. Ooh, mama. Yeah, you're pissed off. I sprayed all your little fucking buds, aren't you? Little ticks. I don't want to get stung by fucking bees. It hurts. Yeah, I've been stung by bees before. But it's been years. I try to watch out for those cocksuckers now, but as long as you don't bother them, they probably won't bother you, but I know that they're pissed off. And seeing me, they probably think, oh, he's the guy that did it. When in fact it was me, so maybe they don't know, I don't know. But some of those bees were probably out getting honey and stuff too, but there were still some in there obviously making the nest. So they just started that. They must have just started that yesterday or something, because I don't think I was here yesterday in the shop. So yeah, why they always do it here for some fuckers. They always do it right above my work light and my security light. They won't go to the other fucking end and do it. They won't do it along, the overhangs. It's always right where someone always fucking walks. So they know. They know that if they do somewhere where people are at, they can sting the piss out of them. Not thinking that we're gonna, piss them off, So that's why I try to kill them as quick as freaking possible and get them the hell out of here. Because they'll see this now that they don't have a home, and they'll probably move on. They'll go try to find another nest or something, or they'll just go make a new one somewhere else. Don't know if there's a queen in there or not. I kind of doubt it. I don't think there would be a queen yet, so I don't know. I don't let them get that far, so I don't find out. But yeah, so apparently my sister's friend, well, it's a woman. She's going to borrow her husband's truck and bring them down. We were going to try to load them into my sister's car, but it was kind of a pain in the ass. And we were going to use that. And then she wanted to use, her friend said that, oh, well, you can just use my Jeep. But then she forgot that the back tailgate on her Jeep was broken. She couldn't open it. So she said, oh, fuck it, wait till tomorrow and I'll bring my husband's truck. So apparently she brought the truck today, so we'll see. Apparently, my sister says that they already loaded the pallets. And why do I not have my cell phone with me? Son of a bitch. Well, I probably should go get my cell phone. I have my knife, but I don't have my cell phone. What the hell did I do with it? Did I leave it in the house? Must have left it in the house. Well, give me a minute. Let me go get my cell phone. Yeah, so I guess I kind of already had my cell phone. Freaking idiot. But I guess I forgot that I was using it for something. Videotaping. So, yeah. There's a stupid rookie mistake. You forget that you're holding your cell phone when you're looking for it. Yeah. Been there quite a few freaking times. I think my mind is just going all over the place right now. So, well, I had to check for a text message anyway. I didn't get nothing yet. So, I got a little dragonfly flying around. That's why she's looking for a home. Some of these bees are kind of big, though. That's what's surprising. They're kind of big. They're not little bees. They're... Ah, get away from me, you son of a whore. So, yeah. I guess I'm so used to videotaping with my phone sometimes I forget that I'm actually holding my cell phone. So, stupid me. Whatever. Nothing new, I guess. So, yeah. Stupid mosquitoes. Even the mosquitoes are coming out now. Coming out in full force, too. So, yeah. And there's something else. I don't know if I'll get the chance to say it or not here quick, but I don't know if my sister's going to text me or not. She told me to be ready at a certain time while I'm sitting here being ready, so I didn't even check to see what time it was, but... Oh, maybe that's them now. Yep, that's her. Alright, well, let me do this here quick, then I'll get back to you. Okay, so I'm back. Actually, maybe about a couple hours later. Just had to go do some stuff, and I went and ate dinner, or supper, whatever the fuck they call it. 6 o'clock, dinner time, I guess. I don't fucking know. Spider hanging onto the tree, I can see his web. I need to mow my lawn, so I think I'll probably mow my lawn tomorrow. Tomorrow. Not tonight. Tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. So... yeah, I guess they brought the pallets, and these are the pallets right here. Got a blue one. Apparently the blue one's heavier. It's a heavier made one, which it is, because this here is a lot thicker than the rest of these. So, 3 so far. She's gonna get a couple more. Apparently her friends actually got a whole big shit pile of these out at her place, I guess. I guess her husband or whatever burns them from his workplace. So, yeah, storing freaking pallets in my workshop, but I'm not working in it right now anyway. And if I do work in it, it's mostly on the workbench. So, yeah. Yeah, that blue one's definitely a lot heavier. That's for freaking sure. You could probably put a freaking round bale on that son of a bitch and it probably wouldn't even crack it. So, looks like this one's been doubled. That just cracked, I guess. I don't know. So, yeah, I kind of forgot what I was talking about earlier. Could have went and looked back on the video, but I didn't feel like it. Didn't give a shit. So, but yeah, so, I guess I was, had reapplied back to some comments, on today's video that I just uploaded. Someone, a good, I want to say he's a good YouTuber of mine, or a viewer, or whatever, because he does watch my videos from time to time. And, there's also, well, there's many good YouTubers. They don't all watch my videos all the time, because they probably got better shit to do than watch my shitty videos. Which I don't blame them. They're not exactly entertaining, but I know one guy was suggesting to look at he gave me a link to a sprayer, different website, of course. I kind of just glanced at him. I didn't really look at him too well, so I'll probably look at him more tonight. But yeah, so he was just saying that apparently he made his own booms for his ATV sprayer. I mean, yeah, you can do it. I just don't know what exactly what. I mean, I guess you can just buy the tank. You know, a tank that's designed for it, and you can do your own setup, I guess, from there. But yeah, I don't really see. The thing is with Northern Tool, when you buy a sprayer and then you buy the either a boom or a boomless sprayer kit, that will already come with all the plumbing and wiring or whatever, you know. It'll come with all that. It won't, obviously it won't come with like wrenches or tools or anything to put it all together, but you know, I got my own tools, so I can do that myself. Plumbing it is probably going to be a different story, so I may have to get my uncle on that, but we'll see. The only reason why I don't want to see, another reason I don't want to go with a boom sprayer is basically for areas like this. Now this is a little bit bigger than you think. It's a little bit bigger, but I got a tree and then I got a building, so I mean that's more than 14 feet right there. But it's when you get into the smaller areas is where it's a pain in the ass. And then in between those two trees that you're not even looking at, but there's two trees over here by my septic tank. They're not 14 feet apart. They're probably like 4 or 5 feet apart. So a 14-foot boom sprayer will not fit in there. A 14-foot boomless sprayer will, but you'll spray the tree. But hopefully we don't kill the tree. But I'm probably not going to really spray in there because it's kind of a dead zone anyway. So, but yeah, so I probably will work on a sprayer pretty soon. I don't know exactly when. He was also saying too that he likes to use that 2,4-D spray. I have heard of it. I don't remember what it does, but I have heard of it. Apparently that stuff is better on the yard. That's probably what I'd use. But I think Roundup makes a lot of different kinds of weed killers and stuff like that. I think they do make dandelion killer. I'm not 100% sure. But I know for sure they make grass and weed killer because that's what I buy. And you're going to say, well, what are you spraying that with? You know, because that would kill your grass, obviously. Well, actually, I spray that in what I call the rock garden, which is on the front side of the house. There used to be plants in there, but the plants died off. So now it's just rocks. So it's a rock garden, basically. I plan on putting new plants in there. But as of right now, the weeds continue to grow in there because the fabric that's under the rocks is actually rotting away, and then the dirt gets in it, and then the grass grows. So that's where I spray my Roundup. And I also take the Roundup to the farm and I do some spraying in there. And I know you guys are going to say, well, you shouldn't spray that on the farm because you're going to kill the grass. Well, I don't spray it with like any kind of a boom. I don't spray it all over the place. I spray, it's called spot spraying. It's basically you spray what you're trying to kill. Like if you're trying to kill, you know, let's say a burdock and a pile of grass, you know, then you just aim for the burdock. You don't aim for the grass. You know, it's spot spraying. That's basically what I do there too. So, what is that? Is that a piece of grass? Looks like a spider hanging there. Looks like he's dead though. Must have taken a shitload of the WD-40 to it. So, but yeah, I don't plan on, you know, like actually spraying grass and weed killer on my lawn, you know, for certain reasons. This is the one thing I want to talk to you guys about, and this is something that you guys may probably tell me what to do. This is the only time I could think of actually when you could actually use grass and weed killer on your lawn, is to reseed your yard, because I have nothing but freaking weeds. I'm going to spray the dandelion killer stuff first, See what that does to the yard. Cause that's what needs to get the hell out of here is that shit. Because I got way too many dandelions. I'm really surprised though that this year the dandelion harvest didn't go that great. Last year it was terrible. If you guys look back, I think it was last year. I think the video was called "I'm a Dandelion Farmer Now." Yeah, that was the worst year I've had with dandelions. My yard was just hammered with them everywhere. This year, not so much. So I don't know what was. Must have been a dry year or something. I don't know. I mean, we still got dandelions, but they weren't packed. You know, they weren't packed like they normally would be, like they were last year. Anyway, last year it was just super freaking terrible. So that's why I kind of wouldn't mind spray off to kill off the dandelions. You probably have to do that every year anyway. I kind of wouldn't mind maybe killing my yard, the whole thing, and then either try to work it, like till it, work it up, loosen the ground up. I don't know. You may even have to wait until I can get like a heavier, like another tractor or something, so I can pull a disc and disc it or something. I don't know. Work this ground up and then reseed. Completely reseed my yard because it's not exactly the yard that obviously I would like to have. It's more weedy. I mean, even just right here in front of the shop, it's nothing but freaking weeds. I mean, yeah, you do see some grass, but I see more weeds than any freaking thing else. I mean, if you just look in here, you see weeds. You hardly see any grass at all. All that big leaf stuff, that's weeds. Or it's probably dandelions. That's probably like, the crop or whatever, or not the crop, but when they don't make a flower anymore, that's just what they turn into. They just make just big leaves, And that's not exactly, the nicest thing to look at. I mean, I got them all over my fucking yard, which is kind of surprising. I didn't have a better harvest. It's like that last year was the worst, and this year it's completely freaking nothing. I had a little bit here and there. Might have been because maybe there wasn't enough moisture in the ground for them all to grow. I don't know, but I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, is maybe just getting a broadcast spreader too, and just spreading seed down and either working in with a harrow or whatever. I don't even know if you even have to work your ground over. I think if you just kill off what you don't want, then just spread in new seeds, and then obviously you'd have to water it. Well, you're gonna have to let Mother Nature do most of that. The only other way you could actually water it is if you were just to use a sprayer, but you'd have to go over it so many freaking times. So yeah, I don't really know. I would like a new yard, like new lawn, because this is not a lawn. I'm just basically mowing weeds. So I may just spray the dandelion killer, kill that off. I'll have to do it for a couple of years and see if it actually kills it and it never comes back. It'll probably always come back, but I think if you spray enough times, I'm probably going to most likely end up spraying right. I'm not even 100% sure when you're supposed to start spraying your yard. So I figured I'm just going to spray right when I start seeing my grass start to grow, when it starts to green up. Because then I know that's when the dandelions are going to grow too. So I don't know if you have to spray all summer long. I suppose you would have to. I don't know. I mean, it's probably going to hurt the grass. I don't really know, So if it hurts the grass, it'll probably end up hurting it. But fuck it. Let's just put new stuff in and be freaking done with it. So I'm not really sure how you would actually reseed your yard. Obviously you'd have to kill off all the old stuff. I don't know if you'd have to actually work the ground, like actually till it or disc it, or get it to be just dirt again. I mean, that would be a lot of work, because you'd be spending most of the summer just working it. you would never even get a chance to seed it. So, so I'm not sure how you do that. I've never really looked at videos on how to seed your lawn. I've seen a couple of videos on it from this Ask This Old House or This Old House or whatever. But what they did was they actually removed the sod or the grass, you know. They actually just, they didn't even kill it. They got a sod cutter and they cut it up. Well, that's a lot of work for here. A lot of work for here. You'd spend all summer just cutting, just taking the grass out. You wouldn't even get done in time to seed. And then if you should get a heavy rain or something and the grass isn't up, you might end up getting washout. So I don't really know if it would be the best to like kill the yard, the grass, in like in fallish kinda, like late in the year, when you know you're close to done mowing, or what? Because I mean, if you just put new seed down, it's just it'll just be basically fighting to stay alive because of the weeds. The weeds have to get out of here. I mean, there is grass here. I mean, if you just look good enough, you'll see it. But there's just so much freaking dandelions and shit out here and weeds that it's not even worth mowing. Like last year, it was kind of a joke. So last year, I was like, is this even worth mowing? It was just weeds. That's the only thing that ever grows in a drought is weeds. Because I think last year too it was kind of like a drought a little bit. So my grass started dying off. But the weeds kept freaking growing. I was like, well, that's kind of the reason why my grass ain't growing, because it has to fight for moisture. So if you got rid of the dandelions, or the plant, at least my grass would have a fighting chance. But another thing too is that the grass is not exactly green. But then again, I don't let it get green either, because the only way it's going to get green is if I let it get really, really tall. Like, well, not like, a foot tall, but taller than normal. And then mow it high. Well, this next time that I mow, I'm going to be going up a half inch, so it'll be a little higher. I don't want to just all of a sudden go up real high, because then the grass will just grow right back. So, once we get into if we get a month or two with very, very little rain, that's when I'll be cutting high, because we're not getting the moisture that we need. So if you cut your grass high, it'll keep the moisture in the ground, but you'll have that nice cut look, Whereas in spring, where it rains a lot, and your grass will grow a lot. So that's when I mow it short. I mean, I'm down to probably 2 inches, Normally, in July-ish, I'm at 3.5. I've never had to cut any higher or any lower than that. That's another thing I think you can do too, if you want. Is just cut your grass as short as possible, which I think on this John Deere would be 1 inch, or something like that. That's about as low as you could go. That's probably another thing you could do too. To, I probably wouldn't. It would help for probably reseeding. So, but I know some other things that would help as well is that it needs to be aerated. You need to get that de-thrasher thingy that rips the dead grass out of the grass. That would probably make a huge difference. I mean, my yard does need work, but it takes time to buy all this equipment too. So, I don't know. By the time I get around to probably spraying for weeds, it'll probably be getting close to the end of the year. So, I mean, a sprayer from Northern Tool, the one I'm looking at, the 10-gallon, that's about $100. And then their boomless sprayer kit is $90. So you're spending $190 on a sprayer setup. Again, which isn't bad, because I'm not going to really be doing a lot of yard spraying. I may, but then I may not. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do to really to really bring my yard back, but besides the obvious stuff, which would be to kill the stupid damn dandelions off, which is an option probably first to do. See if that does any good for the yard. But yeah, so, but I'm pretty sure that Roundup makes weed killer or dandelion killer where it doesn't kill the grass. So, but then for spraying weeds out in the field, I'm not going to be using the boom or even the boomless sprayer. I'm going to be using the handgun spray thingy, because that'll just be spot spraying then. Which then again, I may actually, I'm kind of thinking too, maybe, what kind of, like, I know that they make lawn fertilizer, obviously to give your grass a boost and whatnot. But I wonder if that, like, let's say if I got something for the yard, I wonder if that stuff would work on hay. Because that's just basically grass too, right? So it's just that it's more uglier looking. It's not like my yard, you know. It gets like 4 feet tall, you know. So I wonder if maybe putting some liquid fertilizer on that would help. I know that the younger guy was saying that this, you know, that our hay does need some kind of a fertilizer. Well, a natural fertilizer would be like cow shit. And, you know, those kind of natural fertilizers. Well, we put that on our gardens and we don't take the big piles. We don't take the cow shit and put it on there because we don't really need all that. And we don't have a damn manure spreader anyway. I was going to get one, but they're too much. So, and a little 25 bushel son of a bitch is not going to cut it for that size of field. You need something bigger than that. So, but yeah, apparently he said he was going to work up the land anyway next year. So I don't know if it, you know, maybe he'll work it up. So, probably spraying any kind of a, you know, fertilizer on the field will probably just become useless because he's just going to work it up. But every year our hay gets even worse. I just think it's I mean, it's got another half a month to go yet before, you know, it's got another month and a half of growing time. Or a half a month, whatever. Fucking bee returns. So, the hay will grow a little bit more yet. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Because if we did spray, I don't know what he said he was, I was thinking maybe he was going to put alfalfa back in, but he was talking up some kind of a grass mixed in with something else. So that, I don't know what would take for fertilizer, or, you know, because I think that no matter what kind of a crop you got in the ground, it needs fertilizer of some kind to help grow. And I don't know. I'll have to talk to my friend about that too and be like, well, what does wheat and oats take too? Because that's usually all we plant is wheat and oats. And I don't know if we've ever put in soybeans in. I don't think we ever have. We never needed soybeans. So, well, we don't like soybeans. I mean, the cows don't mind it, but the chickens and the ducks and geese don't like that shit. So, well, the chickens mostly. Maybe the ducks and geese like it too, but I don't know. My grandma always bitches and complains that the chickens won't eat that. So, the soybean because it's too big. So, that's why she likes to get the oats or the wheat. So, again, those kind of crops obviously would need a fertilizer too. So, whatever there, you know, at least I could do some of the work for him. So, or even he can even bring both forwarders and we'll both spray, you know. But I don't know. We'll see what his setup is. It'll be an interesting thing. Now, I do have a spot sprayer. It's a handheld one. It's about a 2-gallon one. Now, I could use that in my yard. The thing is, it's too small, and we use it indoors. Yeah, we use, well, we don't put chemicals in it. We actually, you know, we basically put water and vinegar in there. That is to kill the fleas. If fleas haven't really been too bad this year yet. Last year they were freaking terrible. And then I put water in Dawn dish soap in there for spraying for red bugs. So I'm using natural killers. So it's not poison to the house or anything. I really should have gotten a 1 gallon sprayer because the 2 gallon's too big. I could have used the 1 gallon instead. But I thought we would need the 2 gallon. So, but yeah, I might even head out here and spray for some red bugs. I got these red bugs on the side of my house that dish soap and water, it kills them right off. So, but yeah, so these pallets are fucking stink too. Whew, the shop's gonna smell like wood for a while. I didn't think pallets smelled, but they sure in the hell do. So, yeah, come in here tomorrow and it'll be like, whoa, hello, you get knocked on your feet because of the smell. So yeah, that's just, I guess we'll see what happens. For a sprayer, I probably should just work on the small stuff first, like get the sprayer and whatnot, and whatnot. I hear a vehicle coming. So, but yeah, the more tools I get, I think I'm going to probably end up needing another building pretty soon too, because I just ain't going to have all that kind of room in this fucking in this shop. I'm already, with the tiller already being here, I already lost so much fucking damn room. That mower could get the hell out of here too. But Mom wanted it, it's her mower. Could have left it at the frickin' farm. Whatever. So, whatever. Well, yeah, so if you guys have anything that, would work for a yard, or what you think of, maybe reseeding, how do you guys go about reseeding? If there's a truck to go by. Because the only thing I'm thinking of, which, well, there's two ways I'm thinking of, which the first one is a lot of work. Obviously would be to kill it, work it up, and then reseed, and then harrow the seeds in. Or do you just spray, kill the grass off, kill it all, and then, or what the hell is the other one I was thinking of? Or can you just kill it and seed? Do you have to work the ground too? I don't know. There's a lot of things I see on TV that I think are junk. Like they make this some kind of a liquid seed spray shit that you can hook your garden hose up to and you can spray your yard. One thing is that they're not big enough. I need like 10 of those fucking bottles. So an actual seed would be better because I can buy that in big bags, and one big huge bag would probably get me by in this entire fucking yard. Depending on how heavy you lay it down too. The heavier probably the better. So I don't know. I've never really looked into that, so you guys will have to tell me what you think. So, because it would be interesting to maybe after I get all the stuff. I think I'm just gonna try the obvious stuff first, which will be to get the dandelion spray it for dandelions, kill them off, get rid of them. Get an aerator, aerate the lawn a little bit, and get a dethatcher thingy. And, do the basic stuff and see what that does for the yard. The yard does need a lot of attention. It just doesn't get it. So, I mean, the grass looks green, but it could be a hell of a lot fucking greener than that. So I don't really know what kind of grass I got growing in here besides freaking weeds. But it needs to go away. It needs to bring in some fresh stuff. So, but yeah, you guys can tell me what you think. What you guys do about for reseeding. I'll probably maybe YouTube a little bit too and see. But I can tell you one thing right now, that renting a sod cutter is not going to work. It'd just be too much work. So you're just better off killing it. Either killing it, working the ground over, or just killing the grass and then just spraying or laying seed down and then just harrowing it then or whatever. I don't know. So you guys can tell me. But anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.
Bye.